All right, recording.
All right. And now, introduction in 3, 2, 1. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Thoughts on Why podcast, where we discuss everything yaoi and why sao, all things boys love in this big.
Hey, I'm your host, Jay.
Hey, I'm your host, Slay. Beautiful. All right. Drama, past or present, can be found in many fandoms and all throughout any entertainment industry. It can fester and become an infection that will plague the very fandom it previously wounded. How do you ask? Well, sometimes the scars linger. Although faint, it seems it cannot be ignored. Some rumors and controversy that should be ignored are not, while others are given excuse in a campaign to be pushed under the rug. Today we are going to discuss the dark side of the fandoms in boys love. Disclaimer: boys love family. If you know this is not or has ever been about you, then you defending or being triggered is falling on deaf ears. If you feel you have been guilty of this and wish to express your reasoning, the comment section is open and welcoming to your thoughts. To those of weak or selfish morals and mindset, you might want to leave now. Shit is about to get real. These are our opinions and do not sway or influence others, as no opinion should. So Jay, fandoms. We are part of them. Hi family.
Yes, I'm part of a lot of them.
Hi family. And they can be some of the safest places that we have ever come across.
For sure.
Exactly. We have to admit, though, that there is that scary corner nobody wants to venture towards, because it seems if you let it into the light, it would only cause chaos to our peace. Correct or incorrect?
Correct. Some part of the fandoms is like that creepy uncle you really don't want to come over.
Yeah, that creepy Uncle Pedro that he's like, "Hi, oh my God, you're so cute," like that. Yeah. I don't like my Uncle Pedro. He's scary. So fandoms again. Like, what's the purpose of them though? Like, what did you get from joining like a fandom, or what did you wish to get? Matter of fact, because I know for me, like, I kind of just like I joined a fandom because I was like, they funny. Like, half the fandoms I joined was because the tweets were hilarious. Like, the things that people said were so brazen. I was like, they have got some funny ass mindsets in here.
Right, which is probably why you follow me. But I will say, I didn't really want anything from a fandom. I think every fandom I've ever joined or been a part of, I kind of just like fell into. Like, I didn't really wish for anything. I didn't expect for anything. It kind of like you. Like, I see funny ass people, or I see people make intelligent references in conversation, and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of like these people. So those are the people I talk to. Or I'll watch reactors, and then I'll look at their Twitter and stuff like that, and then I'll see if they're funny on Twitter. I'll see if their followers are funny on Twitter, and I'll just follow the people I think are funny.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing for me. Yeah, I think it's the same thing for me. Because for me, like, when I thought about like what is the purpose of a fandom, I felt like it was like family. Like, it was like a very dysfunctional and rambunctional and comedic and like just a tight-knit group, because it's like, you know, like, you fight amongst each other, but somebody else comes in and y'all all stop arguing, turn and look at the person and go, who the fuck do you think you, yo, come over here, did you hear what this person just said? It's like that with like each fandom. It's like, although we fight with each other, if you come and say something, I'm gonna have to, like, we gonna have to do something.
Right, and I think it's like a support system. Like, a lot of us, we're all really spread out, and we're probably the only people we know like in real life that watches or listens to something, so we get online and we need that connection because we have nobody to talk to it, like talk about it to. So we just find people and then we build a bond and a connection.
Yeah.
And then we're friends, like we're family.
Yeah. Which is, freaking cool because, like I feel like when we were younger, there was this whole mindset of, oh my god, you're my best friend. Oh my god, you're my best friend. But then in the back burner, you're like, I hate this bitch.
Right.
Like, I can't stand this whole mess. But now it's like you have somebody that has the same interests as you, legitimately, genuinely, because you found them within the fandom, that you're not afraid to message or tag a certain subject because that person has the same interests as you, and you're just like, this is tight. You like what I like.
Right.
You my kind of crazy. I love you.
Exactly. And it's a understanding that, like, if you offend somebody or you say something and you don't necessarily know, like, you messed up, like, we're fine DMing each other and be like, you know what, like, I didn't like this. Or when you find out you offended them, like, you'll DM them and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And it's all cool. It's kosher. Like, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like what it is. Like, when you like have like, because it seems like a small group, it seems like a personal group, but it really isn't. It's like everybody has like the same thing. Like, you just see like the same pictures over and over again, and it's kind of like the satisfying thing that everyone's in agreement,
right?
Which is fantastic. Just amazing.
Definitely. Like, sometimes I feel like my in real life friends are the friends like your mom makes you go hang out with, and then like my BL Twitter friends are like my real friends.
I know, like, because sometimes, like, I have friends that right now, if I was to talk about this stuff to them, they would they would be like, so they gay, and I'll be like, no, right. It's more than that. It's a show. They're like, it's a show about gay people. Yeah, but they're adorable. They're adorably gay. What do you want from us?
Like,
let's go drink.
It's Asian.
Yeah.
Like, why are you thirsting over Asian men?
God, like, that's the other thing. Like, I've had friends in K-pop that they're like, they always go with the, don't they got little dicks? And I'm like, doesn't your man have that one?
That part. Like, I grew up in, like, my friends or people I knew, or like my brother's friends, like, I'll see them as an adult and they're like, you like K-pop? You like Asian dramas? I was like, yeah. And they're like, aren't they like not packing? And I was like, first of all, that's not your business. Second of all, what is the point of asking this? Like, do you see me with an idol? Like, did I bring him home?
Exactly.
Like, he's fine, first of all. And second of all, I done seen your man and he got like a beer belly. Like, he's drinking 12 Heinekens an hour. Like, his belly is huge. But you mad over here because I'm thirsting over a dude with a six-pack?
Exactly. Someone that I'm not personally going to attain, but for some reason, whatever that rhyme or reason is, you decided to make the comment. But oh my god, like, the stereotypes of Asian men, I know the stereotypes of black men, but do I put that to freaking gospel when I'm looking at a black man? Absolutely not. So if I'm looking at a black actor and I'm like, oh my gosh, Shamar Moore, he could get it all the way up and down and under, why can't I do that to an Asian man?
Right. And it's like, that's especially when people ask me, I'm like, I'm a whole half Asian person. Like, my father's Asian. Like, it's really, like, what am I supposed to say to that?
It's like, in her blood, literally.
Like, and then it's like, y'all thirst over rappers that got the same hairstyle as their 4-year-old daughter, but like,
facts. And all of them talking about that you just Tuesdays, bitch, because they got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays plus Mondays, bitch. But you made the Tuesday slot. But I'm over here fangirling over guys who are saying the shoulda, coulda, wouldas to each other or to me that you motherfuckers won't say. What's the problem? If you get to live in your thug life fantasy, let me live in mine, bitch.
Right, I ain't heard nobody, like, get over it.
Exactly. Freaking mess and a half. But I feel like a fandom and what we're in is such a fucking awesome family. I don't see it ever like going away, or I mean, we're talking about it, so we know fandoms can die.
Yes.
But like, I just feel like you still get something out of it nonetheless. But let's go into some toxicity, shall we? I mean, that's what we're talking about, and we just might as well just get into it. So, like, in a fandom, it comes in ways, like, it can destroy, like, the very foundation of a fandom, to be honest. Like, it can, it can, like, destroy our utopia that we built, So, like, do you know any memorable ones that, I don't know, maybe gave a fandom or an artist a crashing halt at some point? That the smog was just too thick?
Yeah. Like, one of my favorite ships from back in the day, even though I hated the freaking show with a passion, Toy, like, from Make It Right.
Yeah.
That was basically a ship that was sailing, and it was sailing well, and then a burning plane just crashed right into it.
Oh my god.
And it was over. Like, fans were just terrible. Like, because Toy had a girlfriend, like, you just gonna attack him. And because he's like, you know what, screw it. Like, leave my girl alone, y'all. Like, it's over. And Toy just, like, left. Like, the boy doesn't act. Like, he models still, but, like, where is he?
And that's dark as all hell, where you turn somebody away from their job, their dream. They're just like sense of, like, excitement over something just because you find out about something that you just don't like about that person. Like having a girlfriend. Like, if any of your idols, you find out have a girlfriend, and you have this innate feeling of hatred now, are you hating it because he has a girlfriend and you can't have him? Or are you hating it because he has a girlfriend and his co-star can't have him? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure his co-star also has a girlfriend.
Right. It's also like, if your idol can't, like, if his band member can't have him, because that happens in, like, K-pop too. Like, you ghost ship or ship members, and then you're mad, like, somebody got a girlfriend, and you're like, he's cheating on this member. Like, no, like, that's like his brother. Like, either it's his brother or his coworker. Like, leave it alone.
Exactly. Like, that's so dark. That's like, that's so bad. But even when it doesn't even come to the whole just a girlfriend thing, just like destroying, like, a fandom over rumors, like the Trigon fandom. Yes, he's in his 20s, he's a grown man, but malicious things were being said about this kid, and he had to take all of that with a smile on his face. You broke up a friendship, and you can say you didn't, you can say they're still growing strong, but now respectively they have their own careers that literally and officially will stop them from coexisting for probably years. That by the time they do come together and work together, like, the whole fandom itself is sadly going to be old news. And I commend them, I truly do commend them for their persistence. But when you were also adding fuel to set fire because of your disdain or dislike for certain situations, So when you actually, how do you say that? If you personally contributed to the toxicity, you can't expect for them to come together and be one unit, you know? Like, you just, I don't see it. I don't see how that would work.
And it's a problem for me when, like, fans are like, I was just saying how I felt. Like, it really didn't bother anybody. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, how do you know? Like, these people have to see this, especially when y'all tag them or you guys use their hashtags.
Exactly.
And they're going to see it. It pops up in their notifications, whether you intend it, which you did, obviously, if you tagged them, or not. And you're still just being vicious and malicious. And you're like, it didn't bother him. Well, how do you know it didn't bother him? It's his job to keep going and put a smile on his face. Like,
exactly.
If he said something, you would have been like, oh, he hates, this other person. Like, he's in a ship with. He hates them. Oh, they're not friends anymore. He's ruining it. But no, he just said something about the fans. He didn't say anything about his coworker.
Exactly. He didn't bash his coworker. He didn't do anything. But when y'all become too much, It's...
And then you guys have the nerve to get mad if they don't say nothing. Well, what do you want them to do? You want them to say something? Or you don't want them to say nothing?
Exactly.
Like, it's a catch-22.
Exactly. Do I address it? Do I not address it? Do I laugh it off? Do I speak on words? Because half the time it's like, I don't want words, I want actions. Yeah, you want actions on something that, again, you contributed it. You took a log. And when they said, oh, this is about your fandom, you went, that's cool, and threw it in there. So, what do you want from me? Like I said, and for whatever it is, for whatever reason that Trigon has become what it has become, whether it's managerial, personal, artist to artist, just, again, the corner of the fandom coming into the light, saying I enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is, damn.
And at this point, it's like, you guys can't even say it's because this happened or this didn't happen. You literally have one person that speaks on it. He says the same thing. And you have one person that says nothing. So literally, at this point, they can't do anything. Like, they've taken both routes, and neither of them are good enough for you.
Exactly. One doesn't want to address it, and is probably doing it out of respect. And then the one time that he does address it, and he didn't even address the fandom. He just addressed why he wasn't going to be on Love by Chance too.
Right, which was a totally understandable reason. Like, I got a job. Like, I have my schedules made. Like, that's literally things people can't control if contracts have been signed. I'm busy.
Exactly. And for me, that was something that they're happy with. And like I said, them, doing donations and do whatever they're doing is perfectly fine. But you can't be using their name but bashing at the same time.
And I thought it was stupid, like, because they literally bullied the boy into saying something when it was announced. Like, everybody said the reason. Like, even Mame was like, well, I didn't want him to be the character to be in this one anyway, because, like, basically the first book was his story, and his story's done.
Yeah,
like, what more do you want?
Well, no, because, like, in the book, the Pete story isn't done. The Pete story gets done midway. But I think what Mommy is trying to say is, like, I want, which I don't know why, come for me if you want, but I want the focus to be on Two Wish or Tin Can.
Yeah, it's Tin Can for this one.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. I, bro, just comment section's open. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm meaning what I'm meaning. I don't care. For me, Love by Chance 2 could have been about Tum and Tar before it could have been about Tin and Can. Oh my.
At this point, I just don't care. There's a lot of people that still support them. But I wasn't gonna watch it in the first place just because I didn't want to see the Ken Claw No thing.
Yeah. I think that's what stopped me from watching this one.
That was what was originally stopping me, and then I was on the fence like, yeah, I kind of want to support them. I kind of do. Maybe I'll watch like a couple episodes, and then the whole announcement crap happened, and as much as people are supporting them, and, I live in California, and people are like, I'm going to go to the 2-ish. I'm not wasting my money, and I'm good.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
I can't support you. You had your clout. You did it for clout. Congratulations. Woohoo. Collect your check. Get out my mentions.
Exactly. A fucking man. I'm sorry. Comment section's open again. Own personal opinion. If you want the information for the 2-ish fan meet, we'll put it down below. It's in LA. I'll find the links to purchases for it. But yeah, I won't be going. But tell me all about it. Great fun. But like, let's talk about like mistakes an artist might make in his life, like small or even when they're children, literal children. Whether it be a tweet or a picture or, I don't know, a video that their friend took of them and posted it online, and you came across it. Especially when it's brought up at the height of their career, when everything seems to be going great, everything seems to be good. Like, for me, I don't feel like it's fair, but is it fair? When we can see our own skeleton, when we know the fucked up shit we have done, the shit that we regret, the shit that we grew from, the shit that changed us, but because they're public figures, we get to, like,
scrutinize them?
Yes, because it's like public domain, it's like, but it's out there. Like,
like I'm on the fence. So like little crap that really isn't mean or malicious, things you did when you were a kid, I don't think really should be brought up, especially if it wasn't doing anything. Like, if a regular person could look at it and then be like, okay, but what y'all mad for, then I don't really think it's a problem. Now, if they did something to a targeted group, like, okay, maybe tell them about themselves, let them learn, let them apologize, and then you either accept the apology or you don't. That's your right. But like little petty stuff, no.
Yeah.
Especially when they're kids. Like, we did dumb crap. Like, I did dumb shit as a kid.
Same
bruh.
Here. And no, it's not none of your business. But one time, I went and I snuck liquor into my school. And I had a whole great old party with all my friends. And guess what? I did that. And if one of my freaking ex-schoolmates decided to want to say that, I'll be like, yeah, but you was drinking with me, right? You slurred your words with me when we was doing algebra. So what's the problem? What's the problem now? My thing is that if it's something that has happened when they were 15, now again, if they did something racist, if they're a rapist, if they're a murderer, then yeah. But if they said something at the slip of their tongue, you forgive and don't forget, and you watch. You watch them like a hawk, because then if they do it again, then you come for their neck and you go, you're not sorry. You're not sorry. You weren't sorry back then. You're not sorry now. You're just a piece of shit. #cancel. But if they're sorry and they're genuinely sorry and they're not making the same damn mistakes again, who the hell do you think you are?
And then some people don't even know that shit was a mistake. Like, they literally kids. Like, okay, like, y'all act like y'all ain't never been hyped up by a friend to do something.
Thank you.
Like, I've been hyped up by friends a lot. Like, I'm from Vegas. Like, literally, my friend has been like, you know what? Let's leave school. Let's go get some food. Where's the place they want to go to? The casino.
Look at that.
I'm tall as hell, and so I could pass as an adult. Like, who the fuck gonna think it's a 6 foot 14-year-old? Nobody.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say, that if it's in the past, one, I'm not the type of person, this goes for anybody, okay? Whatever you did in your past, okay? If someone else tells me about it, I don't give a fuck. Unless, again, it's rape, murder, severe racism, that you got a whole KKK poster in your room, and if you just happen to invite me to said room, and I go, what's that? And you go, oh, I love that guy, he's like the leader of the KKK. You see I'm a whole black person, right? Yeah, but you're cool. No, wait. What's that other sign that says Negroes must die? I mean, it's just a personal feeling. You got a whole black person in your room, bro.
Right.
We can't be friends.
It's like,
we can't be friends.
It's like if you're homophobic or transphobic, and I invite you to my house, and I didn't freaking know, and then you start going off on my relatives, like, you start cussing out people because my cousin gay or my aunt is a lesbian. Like, where did this come from? Okay, we got a problem.
Exactly.
You've been like this the whole time? No, you need to leave. You need to exit before you get your butt whooped and, go stage left.
Yes, exactly. So for me, if you have the audacity to be that type of person, then no. But if you, as a kid, and it's just as a kid, I mean, if you're a whole adult, then I'll be like every day, yeah, but you said this. But as a kid,
an adult, I mean, like, at least like 20, 21, because like 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds,
yeah, they're just, exactly, they're just as fucking dumb. Sorry about it. Feel how y'all feel. But be happy, because we won't be holding anything against you. But once teen is out your name, we don't care what kind of person you were then, because that person is an adult now, and that person should know. So we're not going there. But if you're freaking 15, 16, and you're just doing stuff, sorry about if you had to click, I got excited. Clicky happens. If you slip of the tongue and then you bring that shit up, bro, I'm gonna flip my shit. And then
there's a problem with the people that bring it up, though, because you search for it.
Exactly. Like, why did you go just throughout your day and was like, I'm gonna find some dirt from 14 years ago because I think it's cool, and then you're going to contradict them by stating, well, they're saying this now that they're against this, but back then, at 15, they said gay people were stupid. Exactly. At 15, they didn't really even know what their genitals did. At 26, they do. And at 26, they probably found out that their genitals get aroused by the same looking genitals. And so, yes, they've changed their mind. But at the age of 26, they say some shit. People forget, or again, sweep it under the rug because, oh my god, we love it so much. And then 6 years down the line, they say, I'm so against this. Then you go, that's not what you said 6 years ago. So you clout chasing? You pandering?
And then you could ask them, like, what made you change? Like, that's like me holding my grandpa to, like, a standard because, when he was in the war, like, he said Oriental for Asians, but, I mean, it was 1952. He say Asian now.
Exactly.
Like, he learned, he grew. Like, bro, you can't get mad at people for that. Like, that's like, my grandpa literally used to think that if you had a tattoo, you was a criminal. All his grandchildren have freaking tattoos. Does he still think that? No. Like, I can't say, oh, nobody can say my grandpa's a horrible person.
Exactly. Like, I mean, knowing lowly as people, they would, but should they? Absolutely not. But yes, they go, well, the me I was a year ago is not the same me. Well,
what happened?
Yeah, like maybe you're thinking, maybe just no. The person you were last year is the same person. The person you were 15 years ago is not the same person.
Right.
15 years ago. Person you were last year, the person I am last year, if I called you a donkey looking motherfucker then, I probably think you're a donkey motherfucker looking now. Like, nothing has really changed. Maybe I just feel a smidgen. I feel bad about it. That's it. That's all that has changed. But my statement has not. Because whatever transpired when I said it, I meant it. Especially if I was pissed. I meant it. Okay? Now, I was raised not to use racism against you. I was raised not... I use intelligence instead. I would make you calculate shit. And then I would call you a dumbass. That's how I got back at you. But then, as I got older, I said, you know what? Can't really use that either. Because there are people who are educationally delayed. Can't use that. So now, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to drop you. You're going to become a ghost. And honestly, I don't think that you can say, oh my gosh, she's ghostess. No, I just made you tapestry. You're a part of a wall now. So when you're waving, I can't see you. I can't process. It does not compute. You did what you did, and now I'm doing what I'm doing. Just so you can't come and be like, oh my god, you can't believe the things that she said about me. It's like you're saying it to actual people. Because one, y'all all sensitive. I'm sorry, but we live in a sensitive generation. It's what it is. So to save all of that, I just dropped you. And yes, that does mean, and call me cruel, if you're dying on the street, I'll be like, alright, call 911, deuces, and I'm gonna walk away. But I call 911 though, because it is what it is. But don't, just when you say what you said, you say what you said. So in a fandom, if you said what you said and the fandom broke, you said it, you meant it, you typed it, you tweeted it. There's no edit button on Twitter. I'm sorry. You can't change anything.
There's no edit button on Twitter, but you still typed it and you had time to think.
Exactly. Because I go over everything. And even if I still make this mistake, I go, shit, can't take it back.
Right. So, I mean, and I hate when people, like, put that shit out and then they have the nerve, like, once it catch fire to delete it.
Exactly. Like, one, trust me, beauty of screenshots. Screenshot that shit. I ain't letting this go.
First of all, one, if it wasn't about me, I could screenshot it. But if I was tagged in it, it comes up in my notifications. Whether you delete it or not, it's still there, and I can screenshot it from my own notice.
Thank you.
But it's like, you said what you said. Stand in it. Like,
exactly.
No matter if I'm wrong or right, if I said that shit, I said it.
Exactly.
Now, if you prove I'm wrong, or I realize I was being a petty little bitch, I'm kind of a bully, like, Jessica, cool it the fuck down, I'll apologize. Like, if I made a mistake or if I was in my feelings and I popped off on the wrong person, I apologize. Like, people could go through my tweets. I apologize. I ain't got no problem for it. Like, I ain't got no problem with it.
Exactly. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll say I'm wrong.
But I still said it. I'm not going to say I didn't say it.
Exactly. I'm not going to go, oh my God, I wish I could take it back. I can't take it back because I said it. I said it.
Right. Like, I'm sorry. Either you're going to accept it, you're not going to accept it. We can move on. We don't have to talk.
Exactly.
We don't have to be friends.
Exactly.
We don't have to follow each other. We don't have to be mutuals or what everybody calls oomphs. First of all, please don't call me a oomph.
What the hell is a oomph?
A mutual.
Oh. Oh, I'm
don't
old.
Don't call me your oomph.
I'm glad you know that, because, whoa. Where the hell did that come from?
Bruh, it took me like a good 2 months, and I think K-pop Twitter started that shit, but don't call me a oomph.
Oh, maybe that's why I didn't hear, because, once I got into Boys Love Twitter, K-pop Twitter went out the window. Where's K-pop Twitter? I don't know who she is. Boys Love has me trapped. Sorry. Trapped in the closet. The rainbow-filled closet.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm just saying.
This bitch over here acting like she in a closet with one window and a prism.
Yeah.
Just glowing rainbows.
Like some victims we know of a certain artist, but that's not neither here nor there. That would be in Black Twitter, and we're not there, so that's.
I mean, I try to stay off Black Twitter.
So do I. Love y'all, my people, but y'all some people. Love y'all though.
More power to you. Just leave me out of it.
Facts. Love y'all though. Y'all the truth. Y'all know this. Powerful. Everyday melanin till we die. But y'all scare me more than I scare myself. So.
Right.
Okay, but because we just some messy bitches. I want to get back into relationships because I feel like that is the just the forefront of the checklist of boys love fandom, and the checklist of the toxicity in boys love fandom is relationships. Because
you can't see me, but I'm taking deep breaths.
Cause you scared, right? You like, oh, it's sick.
No, I'm angry.
Oh, girl, don't get angry. We can't fight the screen. We need these computers. Hold on. Listen. If an artist tells you they're in a relationship, or you find out, I mean, I don't know why you were snooping that hard, but if an artist tells you they're in a relationship, or that they're not in a relationship, I think you should respect it and move the hell on, and you shouldn't bring it into the media. The media should never catch wind of it. The media shouldn't be writing about it. The media shouldn't have to ask them about it. Because, point blank, I'm about to get all gospel on y'all. People can love each other without being in love. Because this is where some of y'all mess things up. To be in love with someone is to be in love and lust with that person. You just don't think about that person for a moment. You think about them every day. You think about them in the most intimate settings. You think about them in the most personal settings. To be in love with someone comes with boundaries and goes through hoops. When you love someone as a human being, you are programmed to love. It is how much your love can take with a human being that can stop you from loving someone. So what you're seeing throughout your whole fandom, without all your ships, is loving another human and being comfortable with another human. Connecting with someone and be able to let your walls, your boundaries, your whole guard down, because that person makes you safe. You have found a safe haven. When it becomes more, you will never know. Unless they decide to say, we didn't expect this. And you don't expect that when you fall in love. Love doesn't make sense, but it is the most beautiful feeling in the world. I haven't felt it in a very long time until I had a child. And then I found infinite love. I found love that does not change. It does not deter. It does not feel forced or rushed or anything. But what you see in these men and boys and what have you is love that maybe you don't have in your own friendships, and I'm sorry for it. But that's all you see. That's all that's there. You don't see nothing else. If you see something more, until they address it, it's all speculation. Allegedly, they're probably dating. Allegedly, they're probably knocking boots in the background. And sweetie, you're probably knocking boots in the background with somebody that your friends don't even know about. But your friends are probably speculating you two are. But until you two address it, it's all speculation. It's all like, ooh, they look like they getting cozy. Look at them touching their legs and shit. Oh my god. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't... One, you're only going to find certain people that are going to be comfortable enough to continue to do that after you address it. After you bring it up. As a fandom, after you bring it up. Because there's a lot of them that be like, ooh. They'll even start looking at stuff and go, ooh, I think we're being extra. Let's take a step back. And then you all get paranoid and be like, oh my god, I think we're doing too much. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
And honestly, with relationships, let's just say the facts. It ain't nobody's fucking business. It's not my business as a fan. That's not my job as a fan. My job is to watch the content they put out, support them in what they do, and that's it. Maybe, defend them if somebody says something malicious, but that's it. My job is not to police their relationships. My job is not to force a relationship. Hell, my job ain't even to ship motherfuckers. Like, literally, I pick who I like, I watch what they do, and that's my job as a fan.
Exactly.
If I have the spare change, like, buy some memorabilia, like, buy some merch, that's it.
Exactly. That's just as far as it goes, because I don't get paid to ship nobody. Once I get paid, I will put in the effort.
Right. Like, they're not paying my bills. They don't feed me. They ain't bringing groceries home. They're not cooking for me. They're not doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
And all I'm saying is, it ain't my business who's friends with who. It ain't my business to tell somebody, hey, your coworker over here with a friend. It's damn sure not a fan's duty to not watch a show because somebody got a girlfriend. Who does that?
Exactly.
That's stupid.
Exactly. Cancel the whole show. He's got a whole vagina. I can't. He's got a whole vagina with him. Like, what can we do with this? You watch the show because as actors, they're either gonna give you a memorable performance, or then after that, sure, drag them. Like, sure, to be like, you two were the stiffest sons of it. Like, you were afraid that you felt like you were cheating on your girlfriend, because that's another thing. As actors, this is, they're never gonna hear it, but as actors, if you have a girlfriend and you know that it may feel like cheating doing what you're doing, you should have never accepted the role. You should have gave it to somebody that could have given the performance, because all you did was destroy the fantasy. Because that's what this is. This is a fantasy. This is just like heterosexual couples giving you this dream and this feeling.
And that's what actors do.
Exactly.
Like,
that's
it's their job
exactly.
to portray roles. It's their job to portray characters, make it feel
exactly
realistic,
yes.
Not be realistic.
Exactly. Give me the flavor. Realistic. Give me the flavor, because right now I'm bland and I need some flavor. So I get a little bit of flavor and then I walk away.
And
flavor.
I'm just gonna be real, like, it's not my job, whether as a person or a fan, it's not my job to police people and, make somebody apologize for getting a nut. Like, let them get the nut. Like, what is wrong?
Let them get the whole nut in the latte, if you know what I'm saying. So
I'm just saying, like, who are we to say, nah, you can't do that? Like, let the dude bust a nut, be stress free, go on set, pop out this show real quick.
Facts. That's just
what it
is.
Let's enjoy it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm done.
That's just what it is. Listen. Again, let's get some Delulus triggered. You don't know how these people are outside of the cameras, alright? When they clock the fuck in, you clock the fuck in. When they clock the fuck out, bro, go about your freaking life. Because these people can be real scumbags. They could be the lowliest piece of shit that you could ever see. They could be laughing and dragging us through the mud when they're on their alone time, enjoying all that revenue and free shit that they're getting, and being as disrespectful to us, because guess what we don't know don't hurt us.
That part. Facts.
Don't treat them how they're supposed to be treated, as humans that are capable of anything and everything, so that when something happens, one, you're not surprised, and two, you're not in your feelings. Because guess what? If you're in your feelings, they're not capable of that. Yes, they are. They're as human as you and me. They can do some fucked up shit just as much as I can, just as much as Jessica can, just as much. You don't know us. If you love us, you love what we give you. But we don't know you either, and we are just going to give you what we feel keeps us safe. So they're going to do the same. If an artist decides to open their entire book, you should feel so appreciative that you shouldn't be demanding nothing from them. You shouldn't be telling them nothing, nada. Like, you shouldn't be like, well, you can't do this, and oh my god, how could you have said that with this person, and how could you be interacting with this person, and no, you're not their mama, you're definitely not their girl, you're definitely not their manager, definitely not the dude that writes their check. You're a fan, who, yes, you do buy their stuff, and that's fine, but it still does not give you the hierarchy that the others give you. Because guess what? That man that signs their check can stop signing their check, and then how do they eat? That girlfriend that you decided to bully and decided to tear through the mud has now broken up with them. So now they don't want to work, or they're off when they work, and you can see it. That manager, although the manager does work for the artist, but that manager can decide that they don't want to deal with all this bullshit and stop managing them. Their parents could literally tell them, get the fuck out of this, or we don't want to talk to you. Because let's say if their parents were all haha about it because they thought it was fake, and then because of things that you're saying, they think, wait, are you in a gay relationship with this person? Because again, you also don't know the parents. Are you in an actual gay relationship? Okay, no, I need you to stay away from this person, and I also need you to get out of this line of work.
Right, because it becomes an issue, like, when parents are getting asked, like, don't ask me, like, don't contact my parents. But, I mean, that also brings up, like, should fans feel they have the right to hold on to an actor enough that they can ignite false rumors and, make them give a response?
Exactly. And those are the trolls. Those are, so let me reiterate the disclaimer. The real ones, this is not about you. This has nothing to do with you. This has to do with the people with, and yes, I know I don't have a face. Go fuck yourself. It's never gonna happen. But she is the face of this podcast. Love her. She's fucking gorgeous. It's a beautiful sight. So you don't have to worry about it. So it's those people that either they have no face at all on Twitter, like not even like an avatar, nothing, or they have the actual artists that they're bashing. Yeah, that they're actually bashing. It's their avatar. It's what they say. It's the adding. Like, that's why I don't like. It's a rarity when I add somebody, because for me, that's the scariest thing I have ever. My anxiety goes through the roof when I do some stupid shit like that. For me, that's like some stupid shit. And I'm like, I can't believe I just added this person. They gonna see it. They gonna respond. I'm gonna have to sit there, figure out what to do. I'm gonna pack my shit. But where am I gonna go? Because it's Twitter. So Twitter follows me everywhere. Because I'm gonna take my computer. So what am I gonna do? That's what happens. But when
or you end up like me and be on an unfollow spree for the last 2 weeks.
Exactly. So you have to understand that those trolls, they're the ones, and they're the only ones who believe without a shadow of a doubt that they now own the person. The person is no longer a person, the person is an object. It's a new shiny toy, and it's their new shiny toy, and they just let you play with it. But in all honesty, in their mindset, the shiny toy belongs to them. So that means,
or they're so crazy that they think that one, or that their ship owns the other person in their ship. Like,
yes,
I'm pretty sure that's slavery, but y'all gone. All right.
Yeah, it's like go off, sis. Go off, sis, on that one. But no, you don't do that. You don't, to the trolls. You don't do that. But now to all fandoms as a whole, this is just an idea. But when you see that, you see the negativity coming through, even if it's small, if you feel like it's gonna die down, or you feel like, it's not gonna bother the artist, you don't know. So you start your own campaign of severe positivity, and you at the person. At this point, you at them, because then the only thing they can see is, I love you, you're an amazing actor, you're an amazing person, I can't wait for this, I can't wait for that, why are your eyes so damn pretty, what's your secret, da 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 da. And that goes male to female, by the way. You just at them like crazy, so that, and you hashtag them like crazy, so that's the number one hashtag, and all of that negativity, it gets pushed down. And that's just life. You send nothing but love to someone, even if it's just you, but you're sitting there and your friend just got torn down to the worst of it, and then you come and you just give them positivity and make them feel like the fucking precious soul that they are. They don't see the negativity anymore. They see the light now. Nothing bad's going on anymore. I want to even say that to anybody who's listening. You may think somebody doesn't hear you. Someone hears you. And you don't have to do it in a destructive way. Trust and believe. I have people message me, and I just let them talk. And I listen. And letting that out, it is such a freeing and beautiful thing. And some artists don't have that other than their co-star, or their girlfriend, or their family. Exactly. Like, they don't have that. And sometimes if all these people are busy, or all these people turn their backs on them, can you just imagine how lonely and pain they feel?
Right.
Because they didn't see anything in their fandom that was like, we're gonna make all this go away, we're gonna shield your eyes from me. And I'm not talking about when they do some fucked up shit, okay? I'm talking about when it was unnecessary.
Right, when they're just living their lives, like doing reactions, hanging out with friends. Like, it's unnecessary to attack people.
Exactly. It's highly unnecessary.
Because you don't want them, like, next to somebody, or you, air quotes, you love them, because it's not love. You love them so much, you want to protect them from people, so you think this person isn't good enough to hang out with them. Or you think they're in love with this person so much they shouldn't be hanging out with anybody else. Like, that's deranged.
Exactly. Completely deranged. And like I said, for the light side of the fandom, for the Jedis of the fucking fandom, for the real ones, you people are the truth. You people, y'all gag it up and laugh it up and do everything. Everything's positive. Nothing's ever negative.
Because don't come over here at my fandoms either, because you will see me change my whole description on my Twitter and put like shooters for. I go hard.
She crazy, girl. If she take off her earrings, it's on and popping. Just get ready.
I don't even wear earrings, bro. I'm already ready.
She putting the Vaseline around her, everything. So slick. She gonna start hitting.
I'm 6 foot. I wear 3-inch heels all the time. I will step on you.
So she just went up some more foot. So let's go. But nonetheless, I want y'all all to remember again that this is about the negative that seeps its way in as the good is there and surrounds the fandom, but you'll never know the good without the bad. You'll never know it. I want to emphasize that you will never know the good without the bad. Okay? But that's it for today's podcast. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to hear more thoughts on why.
I was Jay.
And this has been Lay. Bye.
Bye.